What's going on, y'all? It's your man Jeff, Billy Freck 215.
Yo, what's up, y'all, man? Pastor Carl Day, at Pastor Carl Day, only pastor and football podcaster in America, man.
Week 5 in the books.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
yes,
Another
indeed.
great week of football.
If you're an Eagles fan.
Yeah, right. Sure. Yeah, man. Big win Sunday, major win. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into it. You know, we're gonna break down the games. You know, new format, the 3 up, 3 down. Unpopular opinion. What was you thinking? You know, but good week for me, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna break it down. Y'all. And we also got two guests in. Two guests in tonight.
Calling in tonight. First time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, first time we
doing
got guests on here, man. Two brothers that we highly respect, man, and appreciate the work that they're doing out here. So, giving us the State of the Union, man, on the Eagles and also on the Cowboys. So, I got a Eagles insider coming in, and got one from the Cowboys. So yeah, man, just to open up, man, I had a lot of people hit me up, man, ask me questions on this whole Jerry Jones fiasco, man, and Jerry is a clown for his statements. I really do personally feel like, he spoke on behalf of majority of the league, honestly, with the owners. It's coming down to dollars and cents. Very disappointed to hear him make those statements, but I feel like they're putting the business before the actual issues. But I'll tell you what, I was actually pretty happy to hear that, the players themselves were upset, and were outraged. And, they've been playing all kinds of songs despite Trump, in spite of a lot of other things, man. And that meetings have taken place and that they're voicing their displeasure. So, from what I've read and heard, they're saying Jerry was trying to explain to them the business side, the sponsorship and everything else, which probably ties into their salaries, of course. But at the same time, man, I just feel like, that as a pastor, many people have looked at me and asked me, what are you going to do? Like, how do you feel about your team, or what, what I'm saying? And because I fight these issues. So I just feel like, I'm going to continue to fight these issues, combat these issues. And I mean, my heart kind of goes out to the players because it puts them in a crazy position. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that NFL players right now are under that microscope when all players, honestly, in all sports, need to be doing the same thing that Colin Kaepernick is doing. Right. And that's taking their money, going out into these inner cities, getting and linking and partnering with grassroots organizations and helping to fight these issues of systemic racism. Right. So it's kind of unfair, that people are kind of looking only at football players when this is happening throughout all the leagues. You know what I'm saying? And the NBA, it's a rule that they have to stand. It's already in the books. You know what I'm saying? So, like the question would pose, are they going to fight against that rule if that's the case? So we're going to make it apply to NFL players. Are they going to take a knee and face whatever consequences in the NBA? You know what I'm saying? So I think that, again, and even more so, it's bigger than just taking a knee. Like, again, we need real actual activism where these people are actually doing things, to help change the complexity of the communities. So, again, I'm really, really ticked off by Jerry Jones for just coming off, so brash and irrational with that statement, especially when there's bigger fish to fry right now as far as where the condition of your team and everything else. Right. Like, that made no sense to just come out there like that. I'm not sure if that was some of that whiskey or that scotch he drinks.
It just came out of nowhere.
Nowhere, man. But I think somebody asked a question in relation to Pence, whatever the vice president name is. He came out to a game or something, and he stood and all that kind of nonsense. So, but anyway, man. Focus on the issues, man. That's my biggest thing for everybody right now. And I respect Colin Kaepernick because, like I said, you don't see many athletes doing what he's done. We see cats pumping the fist in the air, taking a knee.
That's it.
That's it. It's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? And, as black men, man, we have children, black children that have to be raised in America. So, right. I want to see more than a knee. You know what I'm saying? Because, to be honest, they made a mockery out of this knee situation anyway. So whether you're standing, whether you're not, I need people to really stand in these communities and, put their money where their mouths are and really get to the root of these issues, man. So that's that, man. Let's talk the 3 up, 3 down, man, because we got our guy, we got a good guy coming and calling in, man, around about 10 minutes from now, man. So let's talk 3 up, 3 down, Jeff, man. Let's get right to it, man.
Well, obviously Carson Wentz, man. Big game Sunday from him. total command of the offense. Like Arizona was really good against the run, so it was kind of like on his shoulders to make some things happen. We had the win on his arm, basically. We jumped out to the big lead, of course. First 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, up 21-0. But just the way he was, had command of the offense, was seeing things like when Arizona was sending blitzes, he was scoping them out, changing the plays. Like both touchdowns on 3rd down, well, not both of them, the two, the one to Torrey and the one to Aguilar. He both switched the plays at the line of scrimmage and peeped the blitz was coming, and hit the right man. And he just so prepared. Like, and that's why last year when Doug was saying, like, he's Peyton Manning-like, and everybody was like, oh, he's crazy. He was talking about, like, his preparation during the week and how he studied and what he knows of the opponents and what they're doing and how he's so prepared coming into the game. But, yeah, he was just, like his best game, of his career, of his young career so far, man, like numbers wise, and he's killing it on 3rd down right now. Best quarterback in the league on 3rd down right now, and that's money down. Like you good on 3rd down, pretty sure your team's going to be good. But his numbers on 3rd down was ridiculous, man. He was 11-12 for 229 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a perfect passer rating. Like you can't get better than perfect. You know what I mean? So like he's just playing lights out football right now, man, and he just continued to take that like. He gets better every week. Like he's taking that next step up to be one of the upper echelon quarterbacks. Honey Badger, Patrick Peterson. Well, every week, the opponents always big him up and say, "Oh yeah, that kid's gonna be something great. He's good already. He's gonna be one of the top quarterbacks." Honey Badger called him a superstar. Patrick Peterson said he's gonna be one of the top quarterbacks soon. But like it just like him playing like that, he gives you a chance to win the game every week when your quarterback is playing at that kind of level. Now, of course, we want to see him keep it up, for the rest of the year. That's to be determined. But, I mean, from what he showed so far this year, I have no reason to think otherwise, to doubt him. You know what I mean? So, but Carson Wentz, man, just major right now, man. Really, really, like I said, give us opportunity to win every week. You know what I mean? I feel confident going in, no matter who we playing, that we got a shot. Number 2, Nelson Aguilar, man. Made a big game from him. 93 yards, had the touchdown, the 72-yarder.
Put a nice move on the guy.
Yeah, like he's finally letting his natural ability take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was a play that stood out that just showed like his confidence. It was in our first drive in the 3rd quarter. We driving and we trying to, it's still 21-7. Game. I mean, it's still in reach. If Arizona get a stop. Yeah. The 2nd 11. Wentz goes to him on the 2nd 11. The pass was kind of high, but it still went through his hands. He looked like, last year. So 3rd and 11, next play, Wentz go right back to him. He catches it, signals first down, get the crowd fired up. Like, that just shows, like, where he's at mentally. Last year, that's another drop, or that's just, we off the field and we punt the ball at Arizona, then you never know how the game plays out. But just showing, like, the little things like that, man, it's just showing, like, that he's in a different mindset. And he said after the game, I'm just happy now. I enjoy playing football this year. Yeah. So it's just like his natural ability just taking over. Because like I said, he always had the talent. It was just a mental thing with him. But yeah, man, Nelson, like really stepping up for the offense. Changing the dynamics a little bit, giving us another added weapon that Wentz can rely on. My 3rd up, Patrick Robinson. 34-7. I could have went a lot of ways, but I'm gonna give him his credit, man. He's been consistent through the first 5 games of the year. Been our best corner. I mean, some people say he might not be saying much, but he's actually playing good ball. Could have had about 2-3 interceptions Sunday. Couldn't bring them in, but he was stride for stride with them receivers in coverage. And they some pretty fast dudes. You know what I'm saying? And he held his own. Like he kind of like locked down that slot position for us. And he's good at open field tackling too. Like on a little dump off to the running back, he'll come up and hit the running back, make a good tackle. Mm-hmm. But he's playing real good ball, man. And I don't think a lot of people giving him his credit. Because during the preseason we was, hearing practice reports about him getting beat and all that stuff, and he might not make the team. But I mean, I guess he's just one of them game players. Like he's not really a practice training camp type dude. Vets sometimes during training camp, they really don't care.
Trying to take it anyway.
Because he's 30, so he's a little up there in age. But yeah, man, he's been playing great ball, man. Like I said, could have had about 2-3 interceptions Sunday. Was in perfect position in coverage. Just all around great game from him. And he's been consistent the first 5 weeks of the year, man. But yeah, you know, Wentz, Aguilar, Patrick Robinson, man. Those are my 3-ups, man.
All right, man. So 3 up for me, man. I'm starting the same spot you started at, man. Quarterback. I'm starting with Dak Prescott, man. Dak Prescott, man, phenomenal game. Going against the best quarterback in football. Or it could, you know, depending on who you talk to, Brady or Rodgers. But as of right now, you know, week 5, you know, I'm gonna say Rodgers. But Brady was playing out of his mind. In spite of the injuries he got. But A-Rod, man, you know, one of the best quarterbacks ever, period. But, you know, in a game like that, Dak Prescott, man, offensive line wasn't protecting him at all. Continuously breaking free, breaking out of stuff. Same way you spoke on Wentz, man. Dak Prescott continuously showing how he has a grip and a hold on this offense. You know what I'm saying? 28 points against the Cardinals, 30 last week against the Rams, 31 against the Packers. How much more can you really ask from your quarterback? In spite of the fact that the offensive line isn't really playing a half as good as they should be, and the running game is, you know, has been good in spurts, but still hasn't really given you a full game yet. So, in spite of all of that, man, and you know, him and you know, Des Bryant haven't even really clicked yet, you know, as far as this season's concerned. So, in spite of all of that, man, Dak Prescott continues to just impress, man. You know, making plays out of the pocket, taking off, using his legs, man, making 4 defenders miss, man, to get an 18-yard completion. It's just like, yo, dude has literally been playing ridiculously poised in spite of the fact that he's been under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like any other quarterback, majority of the other quarterbacks in the league, he'd probably be one of the most sacked quarterbacks in football right now. You know what I mean? So, again, man, Dak Prescott, man, has been really keeping this offense relevant, man. So, again, man, and just continuously impressing everybody out there. And in spite of Terrence Williams with the Butterfingers, he wouldn't have an interception at all throughout the game. You know, so, like, that's another story in itself for later. So, Dak Prescott definitely gets, you know, the first up. Second, I'll say Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke, again, in spite of the offensive line, you know what I'm saying? And this has kind of been like a redundant, you know what I'm saying, story every single week. But, you know, him and Dak Prescott been coming to play, period. You know what I'm saying? Zeke, how many times we saw last week, you know, what should have been 2-3 yard loss, he turns into a 2-yard gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are essential, like, 6-yard runs at the end of the day.
Right.
But that's because he lost 3 from the jump, you know. So Dallas was running up the gut. Zeke had to bounce it outsiders. Dallas was running, you know, stretch plays and whatnot. Guys are penetrating the backfield, and Zeke had to go ahead and make guys miss, pick up 2 yards anyway. You know, Zeke turned it up, man, in the fourth quarter, man. Was running hard, running tough, playing physical, man. Did a great job on that last drive, man. As the O-line definitely picked their play up later on in the game. But Zeke was definitely my second man up. And third, I actually really wanted to go offensive line. I wanted to give them some credit for what they did later in the game. I'm still waiting for them to give me a complete game. But I'm going to go with David Irving. David Irving came back, instantly came back and got 2 sacks out there. I was tempted to give Jordan Lewis you know, a big nod, because Jordan Lewis definitely played a good game, really good game. But it's like, you know, Irving came back, man, and was able to jump out there, get 2 sacks. The Cowboys will certainly benefit in the long run with David Irving being back. So I just definitely wanted to shout out David Irving, because I think that, again, man, he's going to continue to be a difference maker out there. Him and DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence had another sack too as well. But I definitely think that those guys, man, were my 3 up, man. I got Dak Prescott, I got Zeke, and I got David Irving, man, because, like I said, man, those 3 guys, man, and like I said, Dak continues to impress. In spite of the offensive line. Zeke, same thing, man. These guys are showing people. Everybody last year that said, oh, they only good because they got the offensive line. It's making it happen right now. You know what I'm saying? Without the offensive line.
Right,
still scoring amounts of points, too, without the offensive line. So, you know, like, again, I'm crediting those guys, man, because they are playing tremendously, man. So those are my 3 up right now. And I know that we're supposed to go ahead and have a caller, but I will say, Jeff, man, I agree with, you know, everything that you stated as well, man. And I'm really anxious, man, because to just continuously to continue to see Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott continue to mature and continue to just keep getting better for the long term in the NFC East, man. And if the Redskins can actually keep Kirk Cousins, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can really be a really good quarterback division. You know what I'm saying? So
the last couple of years, man, the winner of the division had the quarterback that played the best. Really, for the last 3-4 years, like every year is somebody different. whatever quarterback had like the best, like stat wise, best season. Their team had won the division. And last year was Dak. Year before that was Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Before that was Romo. Then before that was Nick Foles. So it's like they kind of like go hand in hand, man. You know, the best quarterback in the division. It's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Because during McNabb's day, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have too much. It wasn't Kerry Collins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cowboys has 10 different quarterbacks,
yeah,
man.
and the Skins was going Gus Farad and Jason Campbell and all that. So it's kind of like, you know, it makes it fun. You know what I mean? Like beating up on bums. I mean, you kind of get tired of it for real. So it kind of brings like a different, you know, more intensity to the game. Like it makes it mean something. You know what I mean? It makes it fun. Like you be like, oh, we beat y'all. Well, like, well, we had Mark Sanchez at quarterback, or we had Mike McMahon, or y'all had Kellen Moore, or whoever. You know what I'm saying?
But
so,
I also think the great thing too is, man, with the fact that there's going to be so many good quarterbacks in the division, man, if the Skins do what they're supposed to do, is that teams don't have to continue. See, that's where I'm at with it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not busy worried about what focus what the Eagles doing, and I said that before the season. Like, I don't really care what y'all do. I don't care what these other teams do. I want my squad to win. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, you know where I'm at with it. It's like I feel like with the way that these quarterbacks are, especially between Dak and Wentz, Cowboys and Eagles will be able to look past like, okay, who's going to win the division, and look more so to saying, okay, all right, as long as we play good, we know the two teams should make the playoffs out of this division. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's important, because it was like we saw more so Seattle and like Arizona and those kind of teams in that division kind of like reign because of their defense. You know what I'm saying? They were able to. They wasn't worried about like which one of us win the division. Like it was like, all right, 2 teams out of this division is going to the playoffs. Even when the Niners was still good, it was like Seattle, San Fran. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that the NFC East, man, we're gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that way, man. That's how I feel as far as like with these quarterbacks, man, especially rising the way they are, and they're not really even scratching the surface right now. Nobody really expected Wentz to be able to make impact. Coming from a smaller school, and so many people slept on Dak, thinking that he was going to be limited, not realizing how much he had to carry his team there. You know what I'm saying? So again, these two are really proving a lot of people wrong. And you see a lot of cornballs online trying
keeping
to
with them narratives like, yo, my man, I don't even know the boy name. He a Cleveland fan, but he put up a.
I saw him, man.
Yeah, he was like, he said something like, yeah, he didn't really hit the receiver in stride, but a good play from the receiver, and he made. I'm like, yo, dude. Then he went ahead and was praising Carson Palmer about, like, Carson Palmer threw about what's they big thing now was interceptable passes or something.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my man, listen.
Yeah, they can keep the newfound analytics, man. They can keep that, man.
I'm like, bruh. I'm like, yo, my man completed 7% of his passes, and this throw really wasn't on the money. Like
yo,
come on, dude.
That's the way of trying to say like, hey, let me get recognition,
right.
Like to look like I know a little bit more by creating my own metric.
But like, yo, people just looking like, what are you talking about? And like us as like Eagles fans, these dudes doing it now, I really believe, to get a reaction out of us. Just let them tweet, man. Don't reply. Don't quote it. Don't nothing. Because without, without reaction, it's gonna just be like, okay, he's tweeting about Carson once again. Let it go. But it's like we keep giving them that. We give them that platform. Just scroll past it, man. Just scroll past the nonsense, because it's obvious now. Like, even after that game, how you going to try to criticize Carson Wentz? And it just it's just funny to me, man. Then you in the second hand going to say Carson Palmer had a good game, like we was watching the same game. But
man, listen, Carson Palmer, man, is killing that team, man. They need that. They
off the line. They just can't do nothing offensively, man. Because there was a bunch of dump offs. It was like they would try to run the ball. We had them at 2nd and 9. We will pressure Palmer, incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and long. They just dump it off to Ellington. He tried to run and make the or they run a little screen pass to Fitzgerald or a little slant to J.J. Nelson. Like, they couldn't get into their offense because they couldn't block us. You know what I mean? So it's just. They just got EP now, but I don't, you can't block for him. What he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't old AP, so.
Definitely ain't old AP, man. But for fantasy's sake, I hope he can.
Right.
He can rekindle some of old AP, man.
Right.
So, man, we shoot the 3 down until we get our guest caller coming in.
It was kind of 3 down was kind of hard because we played all well offense of the game. But number one, Jason Kelsey had some trouble with Peters. He got pushed back. He was on skates a couple times. gave up a little quick pressure sometimes. Wentz got hit on one run play. He's been playing well, but he had some trouble. Like it showed up. A couple bad snaps, low snaps to Wentz. Wentz had to take his eyes off the field, off the downfield to bring the snap in. Another one, Jason Peters. He gave up a sack to Chandler Jones. Got beat on the inside move.
But Chandler Jones is a really good
yeah. So it's like,
so.
you went 34-7. It's like I'm
not too many.
nitpicking.
Not too many.
You know what I'm saying? And my third down was Jalen Mills. Because on the long scoring drive that Arizona had, they went to him 3 times on third down and completed it and for the touchdown.
Man, those teams love picking 31 out there.
Yeah, that's what they. Yeah, he got a target on his back. He played well outside that one drive. He held his own, but of course he was getting pressure on the quarterback. So, he has to be the most targeted corner in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he has to be by far.
Teams definitely go after him.
Yeah. So, and it's going to be interesting to see like what we're going to do because, like I said, Patrick Robinson's playing well, and once Darby and Sidney come back, like how they going to? You still got Rasul Douglas.
I would also like to clarify this though too, man. I think people got to understand this too, bro. When you're targeted a lot. You ain't gonna be able to stop every pass,
especially when you not Patrick Peterson or Sherman. You know what I mean?
So yeah, man, we about to get our caller in.
Okay.
We got a brother that's calling in right now, man. Our brother Connor Miles, man.
My man Connor, what's going on?
Yo, Connor, can you hear us, brother?
I hear a little bit in the background.
Yeah, I definitely hear. Connor, you with us, bro?
You. We got a little bad connection, maybe.
Yeah, probably bad connection.
First time doing this. So
Yeah. We got the first time. Like I said, man, we trying to bring the Eagles and Cowboys fans something different, man. So we got them calling in now. Let me get this call, man. Connor Miles, you with us, bro? Yo, sir. Connor, can you hear us, brother? All right, I think we're having some issues. It says he's on.
Yes, I'm saying he's here, but I can't hear it now. I heard it for a little bit, and I couldn't hear now. Oh, Connor,
Connor,
you
can you hear us, bro? Yo, Connor, you with us, brother? Yeah, so I'm hearing from him, and he's saying he can't hear us. Yeah, a little technical difficulty there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I can hear you, man.
What's up, bro?
I can hear you talking.
You can't hear us? We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. All right, so.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys. I just got your text, bro.
Yeah, we can hear him, but he can't. Yo, you good now?
My name is Connor Miles. Many of you know me as Miles Sheet on Twitter. I love football. I know you guys can attest for my love for football.
Absolutely.
You're a Eagles fan, obviously. You follow me, you know that. But I do leave bias out of it. I try to at least. I respect my NFC's rivals, especially Carl Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I think I'm like one of the Eagles fans that actually gives him credit. So I'm ready to talk football with you guys whenever you want to talk. I won't bring any troll-free sports.
Yeah, but my man.
Right.
Listen, man, Connor was one of the first dudes in the fan base that was on Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? Like before it became a popular thing. You know what I mean? Like me and him went back and forth a little bit because I was.
About the Eagles so far this season. The 4-1 start obviously is impressive, especially with all the new faces of Alshon, Corey, Derek on offense. It's just a lot of new out to me just from the fact that he ran a pro system at North Dakota State. Everybody knows that by now. He ran a West Coast offense there.
Yep.
Full control of the line, stuff that he just didn't have a college quarterback to do normally. So that's one thing that's absolutely one for me, how great he was mentally, because he's done all that stuff that you need to do in the NFL. That's one of the big reasons why I was super high on him. The other reasons were I just think people underestimate his athletic ability.
Absolutely.
And you see his voice back in the pocket, his pocket is amazing. Like it's just, I think people really reflect on his stats too much from last year. And he's not good because 16 touchdowns and 14 receptions isn't a great ratio. I get that, but I really do believe he's held back by his last year. I think adding Alshon, you have a guy who, if he's been passed to account for every time he's on the field, he's that caliber of player, and you see that this year, you'll watch. When he's in man-to-man, there'll still be a safety over the top to make sure that Alshon's not going to get open or destroy you. So he's opening up things like Dak Ertz, out of position to get open. You can't pay attention to him anymore like you could back in the previous 2 years. And then you got Nelson Aguilar, who is a natural slot wide receiver. I said that from the moment he was drafted from USC. USC was when he played the slot. Now he moves to the slot, instant improvement, going in 5 corners, not corners anymore. You see not only one row, we see the offense on full row. And I think that's really important, but our biggest test to date will be tomorrow night when we play the Panthers. Back to the 4-1 team. A lot of people are taking the Eagles saying like they haven't had an impressive win yet, and I somewhat feel that way. I think the Cardinals beatdown was a good message. I understand the Cardinals haven't beaten that many great. They would beat the Colts and 49ers, but I think that beatdown of the Cardinals is sending a message to the NFL. And if we go out there and beat the Panthers Thursday night, the league will definitely be put on the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely.
The areas I think they need to improve on, I think the corner play isn't what they want it to be because Ronald Darby, who they expected to be their number one corner, has been out injured. Still get Sidney Jones back, which I don't believe he'll start right away. I believe he will rotate in, ease him in, which you can afford to do when you have guys like Patrick Robinson playing at a high level. When you have Jalen Mills, who I know a lot of people hate on and a lot, but he's a great tackler. You throw him towards the six, Jalen Mills going to tackle.
Make it sound tackle. That's right.
Right now, that would just be the wrong thing to do. He's going to be that number 2 corner when Dean Jones comes back. But again, once you get the reinforcements of the cornerback position, that's the biggest area of weakness for them. And it's going to be amazing to see how Ronald Darby can transform that secondary. Because you saw it early in Washington. You saw it there in the preseason where the secondary was playing lights out, and Darby's presence was a huge reason for that. So I know the Eagles are excited to get him back. Another area that they can really improve on is the left guard play. I know when he came in and he really excelled coming in for a relief with Sandy Cormack and I just say a model, but again, some years it looks like I know they said they're a little more with his way, but for some reason he thinks that Sandy Cormack is a great run blocker so he needs to improve, but that's the need. But right now, corners obviously is very weak. And then of course, the healthy, safety, stay healthy, injuries are really piling up. Hopefully this is just, again, the season playing the injury thing, and they'll all be healthy by trying to make the playoff push.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely agree, man. I'm with you there. Bro.
Yeah, great points as always, man. Like yeah, like the left guard situation is just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
But going back to the Carson Wentz thing, I think a lot of people were confused when I was hyping him up per se, because I know Jeff was in on Jared Goff, which looks like I know both of you were high on Jared Goff, and it looks like I'm seeing Curl on that one right now. I think Sean McVay's doing great things to that guy. I want to see him get more impressive wins too. I am a critic, I'm a tough critic, but he's definitely turning it around. But with the talk was all about Paxton Lynch and Jared Goff, because when they were playing during the season, most people are paying attention to those D1 schools and not really paying attention to North Dakota State. I guarantee you a lot of people didn't even know North Dakota State existed until Carson Wentz put them on the map.
Yeah, right.
Going back to this point, it was always Jared Goff and Paxton Lynch. So when
Absolutely. We agree.
Well, it's been great talking to you guys. I hope to actually meet you guys next time we're out on this show.
We appreciate you, man.
I can't wait to talk to you guys about football, man. It's great.
My man. It was an honor to have you first.
I'm going to share this for everyone so everybody knows I'll listen to you guys talking.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that for real,
Definitely on Twitter at Miles, by the way. I troll sometimes.
man. We all do.
Football, I'm down to talk whenever you guys want.
Definitely, bro.
Have me on board.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. The pleasure's ours, man. We appreciate you, man.
My
Connor
man,
Miles,
Connor,
y'all.
man.
Follow him,
him, please,
Miles
man.
Sheet.
Smart dude, man. Real smart dude. Like, knows his stuff. He'll give you the facts and everything to back it up. He does his homework. He's not one of them guys that just, just says stuff because he hear, one of the beat writers retweeted or say anything. Makes his own opinions, man. Like I said, he was him and my man Marley, too. They was like one of the first ones. They was, this dude Carson Wentz, man. This Carson Wentz guy. They was like, you gotta check him out. So they definitely was like the first on that wagon, man. But
For sure.
But he made, like me and kind of always most of the time agree on everything anyway. He hit
some sound points,
yeah,
man.
I mean, like,
and broke it down, man.
Right.
Really broke it down, man. The reads Wentz is making, man. Kept it real about, the cornerback position, improving, man, the left guard position, man. That's why, again, man, we try to bring unbiased voices, man, the people who really, really watch the game, man, really, really break this thing down, man. So, again, man, kind of really one of the best kept secrets out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really knows the game, man. I enjoy talking football with him because, again, man, he's always going to keep it real, heavy into the draft as well, man. He's a football 365 days a week, days a year. Type of guy. I guess I'll throw out these three my three down. You know what I'm saying? Before we get our brother that's going to call in, man, from Texas, man. We got a Cowboys beat guy that's going to hit us up. But definitely want to go ahead and talk about the three down. Three down, and I'll be quick. Three down, man. Goodness. The linebacking position. A linebacker position altogether, man, was just horrific, man. They missed Sean Lee, like, ridiculously missed Sean Lee out there. I don't understand the idea behind starting Wilbur and having Wilbur playing so much over Damian Wilson. Wilbur was terrible, man, on tape, man. Just talking about getting lost, man, running lanes, man, just were ridiculous out there, man. Guys, plays that should have been blown up for 2-3 yard losses, man. They had the kid out there running for Green Bay, looking like he was like Amari Green or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But so the linebacker position just wasn't good, man, at all. Down, I'll say Anthony Brown was the down player, man. Brown got beat a few times out there, man. He's another guy, man, that's at this point right now, I think it's killing him with just his technique right now. His technique is beating him the most. He's trying to go ahead and get physical with guys. He's more of a reactor and a read and react type of player. He's trying to get his hands on guys. Right now, and he's missing and he's whiffing at the line, and it's costing him dearly. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that, man, he's better suited and has to move, man, inside to that zone, man. I mean, inside to the slot. And then my last down, man, it was a difficult one, man, because there's like so many different places, man, for me to point. But I will say, Jeff Heath. I'm sorry, I'm taking Jeff Heath away. Terrence Williams. Jeff Heath is just Jeff Heath. So I'm not.
I think we got that established.
Yeah, we got that established, man. This is me every week with Jeff Heath. But I will say that, Terrence Williams, man, you dropped the ball, man. You literally dropped the ball. In back-to-back weeks, you drop a 2-point conversion. You know what I'm saying? Then you go out there and you literally give away 6 points, man. Like, so there's like no. Like there's like no coming back from that, man. And I just feel like there comes a point in time you have to consider starting Bryce Butler over him. So we got our second caller in, man.
All right.
And we're about to go ahead and take this call, man. About to take this call in, man. We got my brother Bobby Belt calling in, man, from Dallas. Bobby, man. What's going on, Bobby, man? It's good to hear from you, bro. Let the people know, man, who you are, what you represent, man. Oh, goodness.
Absolutely.
So you just
Busy
lied.
man,
You
sound
just lied to the people, told them that you're a nobody, and then just gave
Ran
us
off
about
them credentials.
Yeah, just gave us all these credentials.
It's a whole lot of nothing.
Nah, man.
No, man. Well, we appreciate your humility, man. We definitely appreciate your humility, man. So listen, Bobby, man, you know, and we want to hear from you, bro. I mean, you're out there in the trenches, man, of course, in Dallas, man, and I wish I could be out there with you, man, someday, you know, and that's going to happen. But, you know, I want to get a vacation home or something out there, man, during the season, you know, so we're going to pray on that. But in the meantime, man, you know, you're out there, bro. Talk about this, you know, give us a State of the Union address, man, for the Cowboys, man. What's the temperature out there? Just talk about how you feel about the season so far, man. And maybe even some of this, you know, Jerry Jones fiasco with the team and everything else, bro. I know one thing about you, man. You're going to keep it real, man. So that's why I wanted you here.
Dallas lost that game. We're feeling like, all right, well, that feels to me like they're a bit of a phony contender. And then Green Bay did nothing to dissuade that. And I think when you look at the difficulties they have on the offensive line, which I don't think can be fixed this year. It's about how much talent do you have aspect there along the offensive line. So it's still a good unit. It's not the most dominant unit in the league anymore. You look at those difficulties, you don't feel concerned for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott's conditioning issues, which are becoming apparent in the way he plays. Some of the struggles Dak Prescott's had in terms of being able to perform because of those other issues that were competing with the offensive line and the running back. And then on the defensive side of the ball, the fact that they can stop anybody running whenever Sean Lee was in it. And it's a little risky to put on your post in a 31-year-old injury-prone linebacker who has played well in 2 of the 3 games he's seen this year, but in one of those games, he was awful.
Denver.
TJ Anderson goes in the 3rd most rushing yards of his career. I think compiling all of that is scary right now if you're a Cowboys fan. And it's never good when you're not only struggling on the football field, then in addition to that, you have other things to worry about off of it.
Goodness.
You have other distractions that you got to deal with. And so, how do you concern if they have no distractions right now? The fact that they do have these distractions, and you kind of see this tension boiling up within the locker room, it makes me feel like right now they're heading for an under 500 season.
Ooh,
Wow.
ooh,
Wow.
under 500.
Sorry,
Yeah.
suck the air out of the room.
Listen, you ain't doing, hey Bobby, you ain't doing nothing but getting Jeff excited over here, man. Jeff is an Eagles fan over here, man, so he's taking it in.
Because coming into the year, you know, I had mentioned, you know, I had said about the offensive line, you know, with the new left guard and the new right tackle. You know, I didn't predict, you know, Zach Martin and Tyron and those guys to be having some troubles. But I also mentioned the defense. So it's like some of the things that I seen coming into the year, I'm like, maybe that's going to hold them back a little bit. And it seems like that's what it is. You know, the secondary, you know, you guys got injuries with some of your corners. Jordan Lewis is playing well. I was a big fan of his coming into the draft. But it just seems like, you know, this is one of those years that where everything that can go wrong, like it's not falling, like last year things was falling right. And this year seems like everything is not like, you know, falling into place for you guys, you know. That's from my perspective.
I'm wondering if, you know, if they do struggle, if they do finish below 500, if that was something else this year. Because in a sense, you're right that, you know, everything, everything's going right any longer, and everything, you know, kind of seems to fall apart. But, you know, it's not like 2015 falling apart, but with 2015, how they...
You lost Dez, you lost Romo, right.
Right.
You know, you guys lost 3 best players because the running back had departed via free agency that year.
Yep.
So you lost the 3 best players, so it's just a series of unfortunate been the perfect storm early in the year, all coming together and having things fall apart. And then as soon as you saw, okay, they get a quarterback back, they've got their running back, that was relatively healthy now, and they were able to, play their game. They went 13-3.
Mhm.
I mean, you look at 2014, 2015, kind of an outlier. Then you got 2016, where they, performed pretty similarly to the way they did in 2014. Well, before that year, 13-3 in 2016, and they, got bounced out of the playoffs and stuck around by the Packers both years. They've kind of held level for, 3 or 4 years now. Like I said, to one point, the team they have injuries. But they've kind of held at a plateau right now. I think Jerry's getting a little impatient, and he wants to see a step up. He wants to see improved. He feels like, we've got all the talent here now. Now we got to make that step up.
The window, right?
This isn't a team that, got any issues with aging really, other than Sean Lee.
Mhm.
This is a team that the older they get, the better you expect they play, because a lot of their
Yeah.
problems are due to experience. They've got a young quarterback, they've got a young running back, they've got a right tackle who's relatively young, so in the position, and so you expect them to improve today. Well, this year, they're just not playing good football across the board, or not playing good football when it matters. And so that was okay, how are we gonna, start figuring out why is it that they're not playing like they were last year? We're not dealing with a ton of injuries this year. I mean, they're dealing with a few. But dealing with the injuries, the secondary is about as hard as we got out of the secondary.
Last year, right,
Mhm.
right.
And so it's like, okay, we've got some injuries here, but nothing's devastating. And, the core is still here, the nucleus is still here. So what's the issue? I'm very, really frustrated with here if they just tell them, and then say, the whole impact, well, they have to correctly. I think they should get us done.
Yeah, I agree.
Earlier today I was earlier today on Periscope, but I think he's done if they finish below 500. And I think Jerry Jones says, I need to go get a coach now who has either been to or won a Super Bowl so that I can get somebody who needs players to respond to. That's a talent. I know I've got talent in it. I need somebody who puts them over the edge. So whether that's Bill Towers, John Gruden, Sean Payton, whoever, if someone who has been to or won a Super Bowl, I would imagine be brought in that if the Cowboys win over 500 this year.
And Bobby, listen, man, I said that 2 days ago on Twitter, right? And you know how my Twitter is, man. People just can't help but try to argue with me anyway. So pray for me there, man. But I slightly do at times. But yo, it's crazy. I said this, man, and I was talking to our brother of mine, Don Ray, man, and listen, man, I got one for you, Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, my God. I think he'd be great here.
Jim, still young guy, fiery coach. Will definitely get the most out of guys, man. And man, listen, Michigan's a great deal, but it's nothing like coaching the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that move happen, and he's been there. You know what I'm saying with Kaepernick. So this time around, he would have Dak. He would have more horses. You know what I'm saying? He got your boy Taco Charlton. That's a joke because Bobby hates Taco. But yeah. So he gets to come back and he gets to come here, man, and get it back in the NFL, man, and get to win a Super Bowl, man, at the highest stage, man, highest level, man. If he'd like to come here, so I'm with you, bro. I definitely agree with that. And all right, so then one last question for you though, just as far as we've been hearing a lot, just lately, man, these last couple of days, we've been reading stuff online about meetings taking place and whatnot. What's going on in Dallas, man, with the locker room, man, right now?
I wish everybody did. I mean, it's one of those things where, a lot of times you'll get, off the record sources or unnamed sources, or get to the player or someone that they on the record. But even when you get something like, meeting with plays, being quite sure it'll be reported. Generally, some reporter will end up coming out later in the day with sources indicate that, X, Y, Z happening and yada, yada, yada. None of that's happening there, and they are tight.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow.
More concerning to me than anything else.
Mhm.
I just feel like there's some real consternation there. And I talked to some people who I really trust, no players, but I talked to people who I really trust, who are really close to the team. And even though they didn't know details or have anything else to add to that, they've all got this sense that
Yeah.
American fans, when you give them the older onslaught. You know, you can do that. We're talking about something completely different. We're talking about an owner that's you know, we've got guys in the locker room who are under the reality. We're talking about players in the locker room who look like maybe their owner is, you know, a dictator who doesn't
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Real question of morality. That's real question of what's right. And that's stuff people don't overlook. Whether it's
Yeah.
they're inside or in the locker room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I feel like, you know, there's you know, not a mass herd, but I feel like there's definitely 3 or 4 guys in that locker room on a mass where you have such sharp differences on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Both Gary and the players are gonna feel like, this is done here. Like, we're not gonna be able to continue to do this. You're gonna see some roster changes. Like, I gotta feel like that in the 2018. I think it's that sharp.
Wow.
If there's any doubt, Orlando Standards is
Oh
Man, yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Man, he said breast cancer. We can support this.
Mhm.
If that's the case, then, you know, a backup stage is a backup stage. Maybe that's what he was saying, telling him to lie.
Yeah.
You know, and they came on personally, so, you know, I don't want to be a part of an organization like this, and maybe Sheridan Manson says, well, we don't want somebody who's thinking about this issue the way you do, because that, you know, that doesn't go along with our values. So it's a sticky situation, and it's, you know, something I feel like it's gonna have to be a bit of a mini roster makeover. Just from the perspective of, I don't think you can operate a locker room that way. Having guys that have a fundamental distrust and fundamental, you know, morality issues.
Yeah.
I don't think you have that. But for both sides, it's gonna have to be a divorce for some of the players. Which ones those guys are, who knows? Like I said, Stanford seems to be an option. But, you know, maybe there's some guys who are fire about it right now. Who
Yeah.
just as strong.
Just as strong.
You know what? Bide my time, get the rest of the season, and we're out of here.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, man. And listen, man, that's very, very important, man, with what you're saying. And I definitely do. I will say this: the one good thing, though, from a fan's perspective, man, because I've been very outspoken about these issues. In fact, and I'm always outspoken about these issues in general, just as a Christian, period, because I just don't like to see any type of injustice. But I think it's good. It's good though for the team, for the players' sake, because to know that there is some players that are unsettled about this, that are, you know, upset. That are really trying to, you know, kind of cause havoc behind the scenes about this. I think it's a good sign for the players, though, because for him to do that threw them under the bus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for them to go out there and probably more than likely, we know they're probably not going to take the knee, obviously. But the fact that, you know, they are speaking out a little bit towards, you know, in the media, they're doing things via social networks to let people know, like, yo, we're not just cool with this. You know, some of us actually feel some kind of way about this. So I definitely think that's a good thing, actually. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully.
And I think one thing I know you said, you know, and I don't mean to interrupt, I just want to make one point that I know you said, right there, you said, you know, that they're probably not going to take it. And they're probably not. None of them I would imagine will. But if there's one guy who will, I would not be surprised if Orlando.
Scandrick.
Because Orlando Scandrick is that type of a personality. I'm independent. I do, you know, what I do. I will do what I think I need to do. You know, that's that independent standard. He's a veteran. He made a lot of money in this league.
And he'll get signed.
Like, you know, he doesn't, he's not one of these guys that's 25 and hasn't gotten their contract yet. He's somebody who made some money in the NFL. He's, you know, entering his 30s. He's a veteran now. Maybe he doesn't want to play football much longer. So maybe he said, you know what, I have even less to lose now, and I'm already an independent person, and it's already what the football team, so I can do what I want. If they cut me, and I'll go home and collect my check for it.
Yeah, or get signed somewhere else anyway. So, you know. Yeah, man. Well, listen, Bobby, man, we appreciate you, brother, man.
Great
listen,
stuff, man.
Great stuff, man. Great insight, man. Great wisdom, bro. Tell them where to find you at, and please shout out everything else that you got going on again, man. We want everybody listening, man, to just be able to follow you, man, and everything else, bro. Man, that's it, man, right there, man. But so Bobby, man, again, bro, appreciate you, man. This is my brother, man, and friend, y'all. So I really appreciate and love this dude, man. Seriously, man. So thank you, bro, for calling in, man. Definitely get with you soon, man. And then, you know, you family with us, bro. So anytime, man, and you free or got some time, man, we'd be more than welcome to have you back, bro. Say no more, bro. It's done, man. Trust me, man. Listen, I'm getting out there before the season's over. Believe that. No. Last time I was in Dallas, bro, you got caught up. Remember this. All right, don't tell the people that.
I remember a screenshot of a flight confirmation and everything. I will be there for the draft.
Jeff, you remember that though? Listen,
Yeah.
hey, now you remember that, Jeff? I had some legal issues, man. Listen, listen, man. I'll be out there, bro. All right, bro, man. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks, bro, for calling. All right. Peace.
Wow, yeah, that was
Man, that was some interesting stuff, man. We
Yeah.
got dropped on this, man. Definitely some interesting stuff, man. And Bobby made some great points, man. And you know, he's a brother that's really connected, man. Is plugged in down there, and you know, write a lot of dope stuff, man. And man, you know, definitely some stuff to think about. Definitely some stuff to think about.
Like, you know, like the concerns and everything in the locker room and how it can play out. Like it's like I said, one of them years, man. Like when distractions could just ruin the season. You know, y'all had the Zeke situation, and that kind of was fading away a little bit. Then this pops up, and it's just like, you know, only so much a team can overcome. You know, especially in a sport like this, man, where like you gotta be focused out in that field, man. So it's something to keep an eye on. You know what I mean?
Definitely something.
Absolutely.
Definitely something to keep an eye on.
But good news though. You know what I'm saying?
Some good news
on our side, man. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, man. Cause I know we we got a few minutes left, man. But I will say this. Man. I definitely would say this though. If anything, man, I'm gonna be honest. Unpopular opinion. We'll go to the unpopular opinion part. Opinion.
Going forward, Kenyon Barner, man, need to take some snaps away from the other running backs, man. He's every time we get an
I
opportunity.
like that kid when he was with y'all before.
Every time we get an opportunity, man, he produces, and that was my turning point in the game as well. His 79-yard, his punt return put us in the red zone. We scored, went up 14-0. It kind of put the momentum.
So,
you know what I mean?
So who does he take the time?
I don't like figure. I guess it's go by week by week, but it seems like Blunt gonna be the guy if we're up to finish teams off. You know what I mean? So it seemed like they wanted Smallwood to be the main dude, but he can take some of Smallwood snaps, Clement, whoever. But he just always produces positive yardage when he gets the football, man. So hopefully they see that and they continue to add him in, sprinkle him in during the game. You know what I mean? Going forward. But, yeah, man, get Kenyon Barner some more touches.
That's good unpopular opinion, man. And it's obviously, man, you know, my unpopular opinion will be pretty unpopular. I think that the Cowboys will be fine. And I still actually got them to finish out around, 10-6 and still crack a playoff team, man. Worst case, I probably see them, worst case, maybe 9-7, 8-8. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of this reason. For all these things that to be going wrong, we talked about this before, offensive line issues, injuries between, like Cheeto's hamstring again right now, is on and off bothering him. And just says, man, the Eagles could trade Smallwood to the Philadelphia airport, man, for all he cares. So, but I think that, the fact that these guys have had the leads in these last two games, then one thing that Bobby was saying, like, some of the reasons that they're not winning, or maybe he's alluding to, like, what's the reason why they can't, is the turnover battle. Late in the game, like last year, they wasn't turning the ball over. You had the muff punt with Cole Beasley that turned the game around. They gave the Rams position and got them flowing in the game because Rams was like dead to rights. Cowboys was rolling. Then also with the game against the Packers, my what was you doing moment, Terrence Williams. You give 6 points away. Cowboys up to, I think it was about 9 minutes left. They run majority of that clock down and go score because Green Bay showed no type of confidence that they can stop Dallas. They score a touchdown. They go up 9. That's a 2-possession game. Now you leave Aaron Rodgers with maybe 2-3 minutes. He's not about to get the ball back with 2-3 minutes left. You know what I mean? And score twice. So that decides games. You know what I'm saying? So the Cowboys were not making those mistakes. And right now, I think that, and now going back to the Garrett part, that's where he's going to have to chime in or buckle down and gain control of this team and start holding some guys accountable to cut back off those things. Because like I said, again, offensively, they're not going to play teams that going to be able to put up 30 points against them all the time either. So like that, the bottom line is this offense is moving. They're doing enough to win games. They just got to stay out their own way. So I think that they will settle down. I think that they will rally around each other, even in spite of the owner, you know what I'm saying, and kind of have each other's back in the midst of this, because it just seems like that's the energy they're giving out right now. But I still think Dallas is going to be okay. I think they'll settle down, and they're going to win a lot of games, man, in this second portion of the season. Going into this week, tomorrow, man, Carolina, Jeff, we didn't have a lot of time to break them down. We had some great people calling in, but what's the deal with Carolina? How do you see that playing out, bro?
Another pretty good front seven we're going up against. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be another game where Wentz. I think it's going to be an outshine game tomorrow night. I think
tough, really kind of.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I think Wentz want to look for him a little bit more. You know, Ertz as well too, but he's going to be going against some two great linebackers. Mm-hmm. So that it may not be as easy. You know, I mean, it hasn't been easy. You know, it's the NFL, but those two guys in the middle of that field are some elite players. So I think it's going to have to hit outshine a little bit more, because I think it's going to be tough to run the football, especially with Lane being out. But offensively, I think it's going to be it's going to rely on Wentz to make some plays again, like we did last week. And defensively, we're going to have to stuff the run, of course. But I think our corners match up with their receivers a little bit more, like big physical guys. I think Rasul Douglas. I think this will be a good game for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully if we get Fletcher back, him and Jernigan in the middle should be able to put pressure on Wentz. And I look
on Cam.
On Cam. Oh yeah, I went. I'm sorry. Yeah, on Cam. And look for Kendricks, because when we played them about 3-4 years ago on Monday night, we used Kendricks as a spy for Cam. So I think that's something we can go back to tomorrow night. Kind of keep Cam in the pocket so he won't hurt us with his legs. And watch out for that shovel pass too, because sometimes we're aggressive defense, and that shovel pass, like we did against, you know what I mean, like we did against Kansas City, Kelsey scored. So I think try to be disciplined, but try to keep Cam in the pocket, man. So I'm excited though, man. It's kind of see where we at. It's a good team in the NFC.
Give me a winner. Give me a score.
Score, like I said, I don't predict us losing, but I got like a 2017 game. Eagles eke it out. Yeah,
Eagles eke it
out. Yeah. Because I just think, like I said, the way Wentz is playing right now. I mean, Cam's balling too, but I think the way Wentz is playing, man, I'm just so confident in us going into games, man. Until I see, something different to turn me otherwise. But I love the way Wentz is playing right now, man. He got the look, like, all right, this is my team now. This is what I'm gonna show y'all what I can do. So.
We gonna have to get you to break out and not saying y'all gonna lose the game.
Listen, man.
We troll free.
No. Listen, like I said against Kansas City, I said I could see us losing. You know what I mean? I said against the San Diego, I could see us losing. That's the most you're gonna get from me.
That's the most you're gonna get. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I think tomorrow, I think we eke out a victory, man. Like I really do think we eke out tomorrow. But it's gonna be a tough game, especially without Lane. But the way Wentz is playing right now, man, I'm really confident in this kid, man. He's showing me.
And what's crazy, man? I can't even pick a team in this game. Like that's just how
evenly matched, man.
I'm gonna say that's how I think. That's how tough I think the game's gonna be. Mm-hmm. I think that that Thursday game always is real off. You know what I'm saying? Like it's liable. We expect it to be low scoring, but it's liable to be 35-31 or something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And these teams just going off on each other. But I think that you have two teams who are really out here trying to prove to the world right now that they're really good. And I think that I know that the Carolina just beat the Lions and probably beat another
beat
team.
New England.
Beat New England. So they may feel they're a little more accomplished. But here it is. They're home. You know what I'm saying? It's on a short week. You know what I'm saying? Not familiar with how experienced Wentz is playing on the short weeks. So it's a lot of different things that factors that determine the factors. And but like you said, I think that they're pretty evenly matched teams. Very tough and physical defenses. And I just think that I can't even pick a winner. But I definitely think it's going to be low scoring. And I'm calling somebody's going to win probably like 21-17, 2017 as well. So I'm with you on that. Let's kick into Dallas has a bye week. So I'm just looking forward to everybody getting healthy. Sean Lee coming back. Cheeto sitting there getting some some rest too. The team has some extra time, man, to really go ahead and build. Tyron Smith gets to rest that back, man. And another reason why, like I said, I think that, you know, the offensive line builds their chemistry and fixes, because Cooper didn't play as bad as a game late in the stretch this past week. So again, man, I think that Dallas will start to right that ship. But let's get to some picks, man, and then we'll get out of here, Jeff. Dolphins at Falcons. Falcons.
Yeah.
Packers at Vikings.
Ooh, I'm gonna go A-Rod.
You going with A-Rod?
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, I think
that quarterback situation in Minnesota kind of.
Yeah. I think I might. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings, man. I think I'm gonna take the Vikings, man. Because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be able to luck everything out, man. Don't get me wrong, he's great. I'm not saying he's getting lucky, but again, man, that's a great defense, man, against a team at home too. So Lions against the Saints.
I got the Lions.
I'm taking the Saints off the bye week. Who you got? Patriots and Jets.
Patriots. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm gonna take the Pats too, man. But I think the Jets gonna make that a fight, man.
Oh yeah,
Tom Brady.
I mean, New England don't look the same, man. They can't protect that Tom Brady. And
they're hoping to get Gronk back, so we gonna see, man. But I definitely think the Pats might come out too swinging because you know they didn't look too good on Thursday night. But they had time to rest too. So Niners at Redskins.
I'm gonna go Skins.
Redskins, man, but I think the Niners might come out and actually fight them, man.
They got some young defensive talent out there, man.
I mean, they're 0-5, so they clawing to get a win, man.
They,
so
2 overtime losses, man.
Redskins definitely can't overlook them. Bears at the Ravens. Browns at the Texans.
Texans.
Same here, man. Buccaneers at the Cardinals. Oh.
I'm with the Cardinals, man. You get embarrassed like they did last week, I think they're gonna come out hungry. I think Bruce gonna have them ready. And this is something with Tampa Bay, man. I don't know.
I think they definitely let me down now, man. But I mean it's early, so I'll still give them a benefit of doubt to kind of bounce back. I think they have the talent to string together 6, 7, 8 game win streak. You know what I mean? At some point, but I definitely taking the Cardinals with you, and I actually think Adrian Peterson gets about 15 carries or so, and really get a chance to show, man, because you know that he still can play. I like the Cardinals too. Rams at the Jaguars. Whoo.
I'm with the Jags. That deep. You said Minnesota. I think that Jacksonville defense might be the best in the league, man. They got 2 legit corners, man. Them dudes.
Right. Look, man. Safety play, the linebackers are nice. You got Jack. You got Telvin Smith. That defensive line is tough.
Man.
Yo, man.
Thank God they got Blake Bortles.
You right, man.
But I got them to win that.
You got them to win that?
Yeah,
I'm taking the Rams, man. I think the Rams, man.
They should have won last week too.
Yeah,
man.
I was getting ready to say the Rams just played one of the best defenses that still don't get talked about as much as they should anymore. The Seahawks, and he played in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Tough place to play at, and almost pulled it off. I think that Jags won't show him nothing that he hasn't seen already, and I think that this time around, also defensively, that they may actually force Blake Bortles into some trouble. Yeah. Aaron Donald just can't be blocked. He's an amazing player. Steelers at the Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, man. I'm gonna keep going Andy and company, man. It's like something weird going on in Pittsburgh too, man. I don't know what's going on. Something in that locker room.
I'm calling it early itis. I am taking Pittsburgh, man. Listen, man, Big Ben.
He can't play any worse.
Yeah, can't play any worse. But I also think that, man, these guys really feel like they're starting to be called out. You know what I'm saying? Important time for them right now. They're 3-2. If they lose, they go 3-3 and be 500, or they can go 4-2 and be 2 games ahead of 500. So I think Kansas City, man, is gonna go ahead and take this first loss, man, against the Steelers. I really do. And teams are putting up points on them. Teams are definitely scoring on them. So I think that this week, man, Steelers finally break out. Chargers at the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man.
I'm going with the Chargers as well, man. Giants at the Broncos.
Good night. 0-6.
0-6. 0-6 it is, man. Give me the Broncos too. Oh my god.
No receivers neither. All their receivers hurt, man. Talib gonna be on. Take the day off, man.
Yeah, man. Him and Chris Harris, man. They might play the youngsters. Yo, man. Game of the week. Colts at the Titans.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and listen, Monday night, man. Monday night, Green Turtle. Green Turtle, live at the Green Turtle, man. 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Your boys are going to be there. We're going to do our show live at the Green Turtle, man, for Monday Night Football. So y'all got to come through, man. The Titans and the Colts. Let me tell you something. It is not even just about the game, but you get to be able to experience the show, Eagles fans, come on out. Y'all get to go
Right.
ahead and talk. Y'all talk to me, man, if y'all feel like it, you know. And you know, I'll be able to talk mine
When you
back.
5-1, you know what I mean? Come out, chill, man.
Hey
You know
man,
what I mean?
listen, you know, if that's what it is, man, regardless, if you're 4-2,
That's
still
still
come
nice,
on out.
though.
Still come on out. And if anything, man, grab some grub, man, to be appetizers, you know, specials, and to be drink specials and everything else, man. And we still get to be able to watch the Titans and the Colts, man. Still football, and we get to enjoy that game, man. And again, man, they got great food, great vibes. And again, man, we get to talk football live. We'll give you opportunities to interact, man, and be on the show as well. So listen, man, we'll be out there for 2 hours, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Green Turtle. Jeff, we're not even going to tell y'all who we taking until Monday night. So y'all got to be there. We're going to go ahead and pick those teams that night. But again, man, I'm telling you right now, if you want to have great food, man, great vibes, come kick it with us. Y'all have to. Y'all have to. Y'all have to, man. If you argue football with me on Twitter, man, you know, come on out anyway. Let's talk.
You ain't got no
football
character
first.
limit now, man. You can, you know what I mean, get everything out, man. No 140, 280, whatever it is. No character limit to this, man.
Yeah, only difference is, man, you probably won't talk as tough to me in person as you would on the computer. So, you know, but still feel free to come on through, man. It ain't even about none of that, man. We gonna have a good time and good vibes, yo. Be there with us, man. Enjoy that night, man. Monday night at the Green Turtle, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., y'all. Come kick it with us.
Yes.
Yo, let's come talk football. Wear your Eagles gear. Rep whatever squad you rep, man. Come on through. You know, I'm gonna be there in some Cowboys attire. You know, hold my boys down on a bye week. You know, at least I ain't got to worry about them losing. So, you know, it's gonna be a good day for me. So, so listen, y'all, we logging out, man.
Thanks again to Connor, man. My man Connor. Thanks again to Bobby for coming.
Miles Sheet, follow him, Bobby Belt TX on Twitter, man. Yo, listen, man, those are two great dudes that really know the game, man. And
As
they're
you
gonna be
heard.
real, man. As you heard, right. And we look forward, man, to hopefully bringing them back on at some point throughout the season, maybe midpoint of the season, you know. But follow them, man. Follow everything they're doing. Follow my brother Jeff,
Philly
man.
Break 215.
Pastor Carl Day, man. And it's Troll Free Sports, y'all.
Yes.
And let us know how you feel about the show, man. Tonight's show, man. Hope to see y'all Monday night at the Green Turtle, man.
Yes,
I'm telling you now,
absolutely.
it is going to be an awesome time. Come through, y'all.
Good food.
Seriously, come through. Good food, man. Have a few drinks or whatever, and let's have a good time, man. Peace, y'all.
All right.